the city and the country. I know Nima sir, you're away, but hopefully you're able to return soon. Santa had an adventure yesterday where she was on her way to the visa center and the curfew was called, but she managed to get back home. I wasn't able to apply for a visa
Yeah, me
yet. I
neither.
haven't been able to. So, but Abhimanyu and Nima, you have given your biometrics already.
No, no, not me.
Not
My
you.
date was
Okay.
today.
Oh,
So
right. Okay.
it's
So
not
I
active.
have given the biometrics.
Mm.
Okay, good. Good. Okay. So I think we still have some time. Worst case scenario, we'll try to see if we can escalate the process through the Delhi High Commission, but let's see. But thank you for joining. And this is just a very introductory, maybe if we want to call it an orientation call, just to run you through how we're thinking and all the people who've contributed to making and designing this program or activity are here. So if there are any questions that you'd like to ask us, I have a very short presentation that I want to run you through. But before that, if we can just do a quick round of introductions, get to know one another. We can keep it short, but if you'd also like to talk about what you do within the film sector and what your plans are, that would be appreciated. And I just to let you know, Yukta Bajtari, who is a part of our team in Nepal, has also joined. She can also introduce herself later at some point. Should we start from Nima? You?
Yeah. So hello everyone. First, thank you for having me. I'm Gima Garu Sherpa. I'm a filmmaker and I'm also a lecturer at Kathmandu University School of Arts, where I teach filmmaking. So yeah, that is a short introduction of myself. So yeah.
Thank you, Nima. Santaji?
Hello, namaste everyone. My name is Shanta Nepali. I'm a filmmaker based in Kathmandu, Nepal. I run a small production company. It's called SNP, Shanta Nepali Productions. And me and my fellow women filmmakers also support women filmmakers in Nepali cinema. And then the collective name is NFF, Nepali Female Filmmakers. Yeah.
Thank you. Abhimanyu, sir?
Okay. Okay. Namaste. My name is Abhimanyu Dikshit. I'm a filmmaker, campaigner, educator. I'm the only filmmaker to win the Hubert Vals Fund for post-production from Nepal. And yeah, I have a project in post-production and a project in development. And yeah, and I'm really interested in this program. Yeah.
Thank you. Priyani, would you like to go next?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Bryony Hanson. I'm the director of the film team. For the British Council, and I'm based in London. And I have a team. Fiona is one of my team members, kind of based all over the place, but in the UK. And our relationship, our kind of primary relationship, is with the UK film sector. So kind of we look at the UK film sector and we figure out who's interesting, who's doing interesting work, and what are the international opportunities that might be of use to those people. So what are the connections? Sometimes it's about opportunities to showcase work. We do a lot of work with international film festivals. And we offer travel grants to filmmakers from the UK to attend international opportunities, but often and exchange. So I'm very much hoping, I'm not really having anything to do with this, but I'm really looking forward to meeting you all in London. But I'm very much hoping that, the opportunity for it's as much as, you're going to get the benefit of meeting interesting people and seeing interesting ideas at play in the UK. But I'm hoping that the people who meet you are going to be as inspired by, hearing about what you're up to and, potentially collaborating with you in the future. I'll pass to Fiona.
Hi everyone, it's so great to see you all, and yeah, just Nidra and I have been discussing this film study tour for some time, so it's really wonderful to see it take shape and to get our thinking caps on about the most beneficial way of taking this forward and making sure that it's really a really good and constructive opportunity for everybody involved. I'm Fiona Fletcher, and I'm a film relationship manager, obviously working with Bryony, as she said. I am, as of about 4 days ago, based in Edinburgh in Scotland, but I will be crossing borders down to London in a few weeks' time to join everybody, and I very, very much look forward to getting to know you all a bit more, getting to know your projects and your kind of areas of focus. And it's really helpful to have this meeting and get to know some of the kind of priority areas for you guys as well for this trip, to help us think about some of the kind of programmatic elements and the meetings that we're looking to schedule in. And I'm going to hand it over to James.
Thanks, Fiona. Hi, everyone. Morning. I'm James Weddup. I'm working on a freelance capacity with the British Council on this project. And in terms of my background, I spent most of the last 10 years working for the British Film Institute on film funding. I had a focus on new talent funding and documentary, and also we had the privilege to work on a range of partnerships with British Council over that time, including on the travel grants funding that Bryony mentioned. And I'll be working with Fiona and Nuja on programming industry elements for you during your visit to the UK, and also hosting you while you're here in London.
It was just great to put the voice. Hi everyone, I'm Nuja and I work at the British Council with Nuja and Pritika as the Arts Program Manager. And today I'll mostly be listening in.
Thank you, Yuta. Sorry, my screen froze there for a moment, so couldn't. But anyway, so I'm Nuja. I think at this point, most of you know me. I lead the arts portfolio for the Nepal office at the British Council. And I'm really excited that this is happening. We've done film-related delegations to the UK in the past, but we thought something more intentional would make more sense, as we have supported the film sector in very small ways, I should say, in the past 5 years. But we're trying to see how we can bring in more hands-on support to the sector in Nepal, and but also to make connections with the UK, and to see how the UK film sector could also benefit from collaborations with the Nepali film community. So I will keep it at that. And if you'll allow me to share my screen really quickly, I just want to run you through the activity that's planned. Just a disclaimer, some of the things that we've put into the itinerary is still, there's still moving pieces which we're trying to piece together. So we won't be giving you the full itinerary at the moment, but we'll just give you an outline of how we're thinking and what you could expect from the tour. So if you can just allow me to... To let me know if you can see my shared screen.
Yeah.
I don't have access to the chat or the hands-off function at the moment, so Yuta, if there's anything that anybody wants to say or contribute to, then please let me know.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so just to introduce to you along what lines we're thinking. So we've done some reading, we've done some armchair research, but also UNESCO and we collaborated to do a Kathmandu-wide research on the creative sector, different creative subsectors in the Kathmandu Valley, and film was a part of it. And it also stated there that there's big potential for significant expansion of the sector, and then there's also an opportunity for deeper integration into the global cinema landscape for the Nepali sector. At the same time, UK has a long history in cinema and is a globally recognized industry. So I think this level of exchange could be beneficial for the Nepali sector as well as the UK sector. So we've designed the tour to be an immersive experience for Nepali film professionals so that they can observe and experience certain activities happening in October, one of which is the London Film Festival. Um, and then they gain valuable insights, and you're also able to forge relationships and connections with your counterparts in the UK. And basically, our aim is so that you can bring back actionable knowledge and experience and ideas back to your sector. So I think I've already mentioned some of this, but just to very quickly go over the objectives, the foremost one is so that you can experience the UK film ecosystem, visiting a festival, but also having meetings with key stakeholders in the industry would help you understand this better. Through this, we're also able to or are hoping to create these professional collections, which could facilitate the transfer of knowledge between UK and Nepal. This we're really hoping that can inspire innovation and growth. But ultimately, we want to strengthen cultural ties between the UK and Nepal. And I've mentioned cultural cities here because, as you know, Kathmandu is the UNESCO Creative City of Film, and so is Bradford and Bristol in the UK. So we're trying to see if we can create that connection. So we're also planning to see if we can, travel to Bradford and meet with the Film City team there and see if there's any possibilities of collaboration or partnerships in the future. And also, I wanted to mention that as so this as you know, we put out an open call. We had 76 people applying to this opportunity, and four have been selected. And we're really positive that you are able to represent um, not just yourselves and your companies, but also the film sector as a whole, as representatives, as leaders of the sector. Just to quickly run you through the timeline, for now, what we're thinking is if we can uh, have you fly to London and reach there on the 9th, uh, the London Film Festival, then we would be able to attend from the 10th to the 12th of October. We will then transfer to Bradford, where we meet the City of Film team. We'll also make a stop to Leeds and meet certain organizations, certain industry professionals there, and we will then travel back to the London Film Festival on the 15th before we close the program. And in November, we are also hoping that you will participate in Kathmandu uh, uh, in at least one stakeholder meeting slash presentation event. This is yet to be planned or yet to be the format of which is yet to be decided, but we're happy to design this with you and how you want to share what you're able to bring back from your trip and your study tour. In addition to this, we will be sharing with you joining information very soon, which will have more details of the plan. We'll have a finalized itinerary. But this week, we're also thinking we could share with you some flight itineraries so that you can confirm which dates to fly out would be more convenient for you. I think recommended would be to fly out on the 8th, but in the event that you have certain engagements that you want to commit to in London or other parts of the UK, we can also then decide on your dates to head back to Kathmandu. You already know the people in the room, so I'm just going to skip this for now. I will share with you the presentation so that you have an idea. So just to quickly go over what the tour covers, we will be purchasing round trip flights to the UK for you. Um, and then we will also be organizing airport pickups and drop-offs. We will be traveling in a group, so pickup will be all together. But drop-offs, I have put an asterisk there because if you intend on leaving the country as soon as the program is over, we are able to arrange for drop-off. But if you have other engagements, we might not be able to manage that. So I just wanted to let you know at this point. We will also be arranging for domestic transfers within London and intercity travel in the event that we travel to Bradford and Leeds, for example. We will be covering all meals during your stay and during the event. This mostly includes lunch and dinner because breakfast will book in the accommodation venue itself. sorry, I missed accommodation, but we'll be providing accommodation throughout the study tour as well. James is also working with Fiona to secure industry passes for the London Film Festival. We should have access to most of the industry programs through this. Fiona or James could come in later during the meeting to talk more about this as well. Then we're also able to help with connections and facilitations for certain engagements within the UK. When we're in the UK, organizing group and individual meetings, for example. This we will be able to plan with you in the next few weeks as well. That's the end of my presentation. Just to very quickly cover very generally what we're planning on. But if you have any questions at this point, and Fiona, James, Riani, Yukta, if I've missed anything out. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Nuja. I don't think you've missed anything out. I think that you know, the kind of really core opportunity within this study tour is this immersion in the BFI London Film Festival, which is obviously one of the UK's sort of world-class international film events, and where lots of industry come together over a couple of weeks. So we hope it will be a really good opportunity to take to actually get people in a room together and for you to get to know kind of different parts of the sector. And I think Nuja obviously mentioned there that the kind of purpose of the study tour, or the intention, is to get that real view of a cross section of the sort of film ecosystem. Some of those meetings may feel, as filmmakers or educators, some of those meetings may feel less directly relevant, but we're really keen for everybody to sort of take the view that you're representing the sector and taking that knowledge and those exchange and building those networks as representatives. And so the LFF industry program is the kind of core focus. There'll be that program isn't yet announced by LFF. So what we're going to be looking at is kind of scheduling in some time blocks within those within that period of travel. And that is the kind of main period for kind of the kind of core industry activity happening at LFF. So that's talks and events and panels with key sector leaders. That's networking events. There'll be kind of work in progress screenings that you can attend over the weekend. There's a specific kind of UK, I think it's called a UK talent focus, Bryony, is that right? And that's really about connecting UK focus, so connecting UK practitioners with international stakeholders, and there'll be opportunities within that to meet, talk about co-production, to network with filmmakers and fellow professionals. So we'll be looking to sort of shape together a strong and varied programme to engage with, and then within that,
and there'll be an opportunity to see some films. There's press and industry screenings, particularly of the UK films, actually focused around that weekend. So please come and see some films.
Yeah, your industry pass will give you access to press and industry screenings actually from the Friday already, and through that whole period. I think P&I screenings maybe finish on the Tuesday, but and then within that time, obviously the UK sector industry are very busy during LFF, but we're already speaking to various kind of colleagues across the sector, those who lead in kind of funding structures. James obviously mentioned BFI, who, and the Global Screen Funds, who focus on international co-production. There'll be opportunities to look at how distribution works, and sort of independent production as well, how the UK organisations facilitate training and talent development, and also organisations that focus on diversity and equity within the sector as well, and how that might map onto some of the work that that you were also involved with. So we'll be kind of looking at shaping some of those meetings to attend as a group. And then in terms of sort of individual meetings, we won't necessarily be sort of facilitating one-to-ones, but we will be able to support and guide you and make sure that there's space within the itinerary to set up, meetings that might be more directly relevant for your own projects and work. And, there'll be a delegates list available through the LFF industry team. Once you have your passes, you'll get a link to register for your pass shortly. And so we can help sort of, help navigate who those contacts might be, who might be good to meet with. And, there'll be an opportunity to sort of set up some individual meetings as well. Does anybody have any initial questions? It'd be really, really interesting. I know that everybody sort of talked a little bit about in your applications about kind of what you were interested in getting out of being part of the study tour. And I think for our benefit as we sort of move forward with shaping the programme and the schedule, maybe just to, if everybody's willing, just to hear a little bit from you about, sort of the particular focus that you're interested in, and how we might sort of respond to that. Okay. Does anybody want to jump in?
I'll just jump.
Manu.
Okay. So my focus right now is the film that I'm working on. This is Nepal's first women-led co-production, and we are finishing the film. The film is going to be in the distribution phase. So I would really appreciate meeting and people in meeting sales agents and distributors, and I would also love and I'm also developing a film, so also meeting co-producers, people I can collaborate with for a long-term future, right? So yeah, those are my my goals in the festival, and we can get that like Fiona just said, you're giving us space, you're giving us passes with links to register, and sure we'll also get the list of delegates who are coming there. We can choose from those, and we'll let you know from that, and it would be I see it being very well. It is going to go really cool.
Sounds good, Manu. It's really good to get that insight. I think, as in your position, you're in a really great position to also, use the opportunity to get to know more about those co-production structures through the UK and kind of what that looks like, and anything relating to sort of distribution and sales. It would be great to have it fed through you as a filter as you kind of take that back home, and through the opportunity of your project. Is your project, what countries are part of the co-production?
Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is a Nepal-Germany co-production, and it's already been distributed because SBF is a part of it. So the distribution bit, Netherlands and Benelux, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg, it's already those territories. And so, but yeah, ostensibly it's a German-Nepali co-production.
And the project in development, potentially looking for co-production.
Yes, it's really early development. It's a woman-led project, and it does not have any co-productions as of yet. It's really early. And it's looking for, we are looking for partners for that. So yeah.
Great, thank you. Shanta, did you want to?
Yeah, as Abhimani said, obviously, I would love to explore. One is co-production and the distribution part. Currently, I'm working on a two-feature documentary. One is already in the post-production, which is co-production with a Canadian production company. And right now, we are even me looking for how to find a distributor, sales agent within outside of Canadian areas. So those areas I'm really interested. And another thing is we make a lot of films, even our fellow filmmakers, they really work hard to make film, but sometimes it's very hard to find a co-production, how to reach there, there's a huge gap between. So I would love to explore that, because my next film I'm working currently, it's still early development, and I'm looking for co-production partners. So yeah, I would love to explore. I would love to meet people. I would love to talk about my project, or the industry itself in Nepal, and then I would love to make a connection with them, and then let's see how it goes. And then those connection, those ideas, those feedbacks or anything, I would love to come back with that, and then I would love to share with the within the community, or maybe after this event, I would love to keep in touch with them, how to my connection keep going it. So yeah, I would love to explore that areas.
Great, Shanta. I think that's a really important point about that kind of ongoing, making those lasting connections, and the kind of impact of the tour going for, beyond being in London.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my turn. Is that? Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead,
Okay.
Nagima.
Yeah. So like Abhimanyu sir and Santaji, so I am also looking for UK production, co-production for my feature documentary, which is also my going to be my first feature-length film. So it is set in the Everest region. So I'm trying to look climate crisis. So coming out from the Sherpa ethnic community. So one is that. So another is since I also teach at Kathmandu University. So what I'm looking for is also how to build a institutional partnership. So maybe I can invite producers for guest lectures here. Something maybe that British Council can support, and maybe there can be a so exchange students or teachers between institutions. So that is also if that is possible. That is something I'm interested in, but primarily as a filmmaker. So what I'm looking for is actually a co-producer from UK. So if I can meet someone from that, so maybe that learning I can also exchange to my institution. So yeah, those are the things. One is as a filmmaker, and maybe one as a teacher. So what can I take most? So that is what I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Can I just ask you, does the university already have relationships with film schools in the UK, London Film School or the National Film Television School?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay,
but I'm
perfect.
here in Germany. So what I'm trying to do is I'm setting up a meeting with the Munich Film School. We are trying to explore a potential partnership here also. But it's so it's still in a preliminary phase. So maybe UK institutions can be also a very interesting, partnership. So that is
That's
one thing as institutional level.
easy to achieve. Yeah.
Yeah. But even if it's not institution, bringing filmmakers, UK filmmakers to Nepal for guest lectures, that will really help the institutions, because students will be getting the access to the UK film industry through the those industry professional. So maybe even meeting filmmakers in London film festivals can be a very good opportunity for my institution and also for me as an individual.
Yeah, I would like to add just Nima's thing. So we as a community, we also organize a lot of small talks or workshop training within Nepal or with the international filmmakers. So I would love to explore that part if in future, after this event, if there are any opportunities that we can collaborate or to organize online workshop or physical workshop to just to explore those part. Would love to do that.
And Shanta, when you say we, do you mean through with your production company, or is that through some other involvement?
No.
Or
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, we have a small community. It's called NFF. It's a group of women filmmakers in Nepal. We have almost 200 plus director, producer, and different, backgrounds of filmmakers. They are with us, and then we support, we amplify our stories, we give small grants, we organize workshop, we organize just one day workshop to just sharing our experiences. So we as NFF, this is our collective small community.
that's great. Cogs are already worrying about who would be great to connect you with.
I've got my little list here. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuja, I wonder if it's worth just mentioning the other delegates who, not to speak for them, but just to give a bit of context for the other.
Yes. Yes, so basically, this is the first time the delegates have met. I think they've spoken to one another and figured out who the participants are already. So the fourth person is Keki Adhikari. I think we all know her in Nepal, but for your information, Keki is a film actor, quite popular also, but she's also forayed into production and direction recently. And her recent film, I think she Abhimanyu, correct me if I'm wrong, she directed it? Sorry.
No,
Produced.
she's the producer and the lead actor of the film, and the film made a lot of money. It was really commercially successful. It launched the career of the little actor who is going to do really great. Is going to do wonders.
So this is
Maybe,
Boxy Kogar, right?
yeah, it's the House of the Witches for you.
Yeah.
In English. I mean, if you truly translate it, the House of the Witch.
I wasn't able to watch it when it was on, but it's about witch accusation and persecution that is still existing in Nepal, although the practice has been abolished now and it's illegal. I think Kiki in her own way has tried to address this social issue. So yeah, so I think she's interested. I've spoken to her over the phone after we've selected her, and she's also interested in exploring co-production herself. But also she expressed how in mainstream cinema there is hardly any opportunities for women in the industry. So there are a lot of more opportunities for men who are directors and producers to get this opportunity. So I think it'll be the first time for her to be in such a program. She's been abroad for example, shoots and other events, but nothing of this sort where she could learn. So she said she was looking forward to it. And the fifth person who might or might not at this point be a part of the delegation is Sunita Dongul, the deputy mayor of Kathmandu Metropolitan City. So we invited a representative of the city to attend the tour with us because Kathmandu is a UNESCO city of film now, and they've also created a framework which details on how Kathmandu wants to promote their status as a city of film and how they want to support in the promotion of film as an art form, but also as something that can promote other art forms in Kathmandu. So they have a outline ready. They have a draft ready, which I've read through. It's quite comprehensive. So we are hoping Sunita, if she is able to travel, can also interact with some of the industry professionals there, but mostly with the Bradford City of Film to see if there's any opportunities of collaboration, partnerships, but also if she's able to travel with us, she's able to present on the city's plan for film sector promotion. So this is and if this is so basically what happens is in Nepal is this committee that is led by Sunita has created this outline framework which they then present to I think certain ministries but also the board within the city government, and once it's approved, they're able to access budget to make this plan actually happen. So if in the event that happens, it also opens up opportunities for other film sector professionals in Kathmandu and other parts of Nepal to access these funds. So we're really hoping, although there is a lot of bureaucracy that needs to be navigated, we're really hoping that this will eventually work out and we're able to, because it's not always sustainable for filmmakers in a small city like Kathmandu and in a country like Nepal to rely on external funding or self-financing their work. So we're really hoping there would, in the next few years, be more state support. So yeah, I also see Pritika joined us. Pritika is a part of Yukta and my team. Pritika, if you'd just like to turn your mic on and say hello, if you want.
Hi everyone, sorry I joined a little late. I'm Pritika, and yeah, I work with the team here as arts program coordinator. It's really nice to connect with you all and really excited for this study tour. Thank you.
Thank you, Pritika. So speaking about Sunita, she had confirmed her participation, but considering the current situation in Nepal, that might not be the case. I haven't been in touch with her, and I don't think it's the right time, at least for the next few days. But I will keep you posted on her situation as well.
That sounds like a great group. So am I right in thinking that none of you know each other already?
No, we do know of each
No,
other.
we know each other.
We've
We
not
know.
traveled. We
You're
have
all
not
friends.
we have not worked together in a project, but since we belong to the small community of
Right.
independent filmmakers in Nepal, we know of each other's work, and we know, yeah, we know
Yeah.
about each other.
I think it's always interesting. I mean, I've done lots of these delegations, and actually, it's always just as important as who you meet. It's the fact that you're all together, meeting each other, and hopefully lots of little shoots will start and collaborations for in the future. But yeah, good group.
So I'm just conscious of time, Nudra, and I was wondering if there's any kind of key logistical things we need to iron out on this call before we move forward.
Yes. So if I can just give a quick update. So I will be traveling with the group, but Abhimanyu and I still need to appear for our biometric uh, provisions in the visa center. Apart from that, Nima and Shanta have applied. Kiki has a visa already, so she's sorted. Um, I will this week, Pritika and I will start looking at flight itineraries, but we'll also send you a quick email regarding your schedule. Because if there's any meetings post the program you'd like to attend in London, so if you want to meet more people, of course, that will be in your own expense and volition, but we want to make sure that you are able to do that as well. So we'll check with you in regards to that and start looking at flights. We already have actually. We have a basic idea. So we'll give you those details. Just one thing that I missed out is regarding insurance. British Council is unable to provide travel insurance, so you'll have to purchase that on your own. President Travels, who has been supporting you with your visa applications, is able to obtain that for you as well. Of course, there is a direct fee involved. Um, so yeah, and while we're looking at designing this program, we also have an events team in the British Council office in the UK. We're looking at all the logistics. Once we finalize the dates, they're able to also confirm accommodation, travel, and other things for us. So this Thursday, James, Fiona, and I are sitting together to do the finalization of the itinerary, after which we should be able to share that with you as well. I think that's about it. But if you have any immediate questions regarding anything that we spoke about in the last hour.
And just to add on your LFS industry passes, myself or James will be sending you all a link to register your details. So expect that to come down the line this week, and great if you can get those get signed up as soon as you can, so that you can access all the kind of relevant details, you know, ahead of traveling, and get to know a little bit more about what we have in store as well.
Have you all been to the UK before?
No, this is the first time.
Actually, I have been. I studied a semester in UK, in
Oh,
Edinburgh.
brilliant.
Where
Okay.
Fiona is
Edinburgh.
right now.
There you go. You know Edinburgh better than Fiona does then.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure about that, but it's a lovely city. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So we better find some interesting things for you to do when you're here. I mean, if yours is your first visit to the UK.
Yeah, first. Mhm. Yeah.
Great.
Any other questions, friends? No?
So I've just got a really quick one to follow up. We covered it a bit, but people are working, it sounds like, at least Shantangima cross documentary, Abhimanyu live action film. Are there any other kind of formats or genres that you'd like us to consider when we're thinking about meetings for you?
Fiction. Fiction. The next project is more of a it has supernatural elements, but it's very set in reality. And I work with I'm a feminist film. I run a feminist film company, so we mostly I work as a producer, and my directors are mostly either women or people from the LGBTQ community. So people who are open to those ideas, I would love to meet them. And yeah, it's
Yeah. For
Great, thanks,
me,
Sharon.
I work both like fiction and nonfiction, but currently I'm focusing on nonfiction. But after finishing these two feature length, I have already two short form fiction ready to go for the production, and I would love to, you know, explore with the people like a filmmaker or producers who are really into it, you know, short films and then short, yeah.
Thank you, Shanta.
Yeah. So primarily now I think I will be more interested in documentary, because that is the project that I'm currently doing, and the other areas in film would be so fiction, which I will plan to do in future, and also I'm also interested in some AI components, so which can be linked to the industry. That is something I will be interested in.
What was I didn't quite catch that. Was that AI companies?
So documentary and fiction,
Yeah.
as well as AI and film, you know, something related to AI.
AI, so kind of immersive virtual reality, that kind of thing.
No, not immersive reality, but as the technology AI, so how it
Okay.
is impacting the industry.
Okay,
So
great. Thank
more
you.
about that. Yeah.
I'd be surprised to not see some kind of discussion or talk around that within the industry program, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
should think so.
Yeah.
Thank you all three for the others. I'm sure we can build some interesting links across those areas.
There's just one thing that I wanted to quickly talk about before we end the call. I mentioned that we want to organize like a presentation or kind of a meeting where you're also able to share your experience, but also your findings or learnings in any form that might when you're back in Kathmandu. So we are thinking, of course, we could share with you reporting templates, that standards that the British Council uses, but we also wanted to check with you if you'd be interested in, because we're creative professionals here, you have your media, so if you'd maybe interested in you know, using film or images to, you know, tell that story. So if you'd like to maybe make a vlog when you're there, or if you'd like to, create a photo story, that could be a form of reporting the tour as well. So we're very open to that as well. And if you have any ideas other than that, we'd also be happy to explore that in how you want to tell the story of this study trip. So yeah, more conversations in the coming days, but just to put that idea out there. I think that's all. If nobody has anything else to add. But again, thank you all for being here, despite very tense situations at the moment in country. But hoping we'll all get through this, and there'll be better outcomes. And thank you, and hoping you have a good day. And thank you, colleagues, for attending from the UK early morning there. And hope
Not
you have a
too
good day.
early. Thank
too
you. We're
early.
very much
Thank
looking
you,
forward
guys.
to seeing you all in London
Yeah,
in
we're looking
October.
forward
Absolutely.
to it.
Lovely
Right.
to meet you all.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Looking forward to it.
Bye.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
good day.
Bye.
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 You too.